Hey guys, so I'm trying out a new style of video today. If this works, I'm going to do it next season. So I want to do these NFL recaps, but I want to do them super quick and just point out the most random things that I realized, just things that, I don't know, stick out in my head. And yeah, I want to do this for all the ADHD brains out there like me. So without further ado, let's get into this. So wildcard weekend actually wasn't that wild. There was only like 2 games that I would say were actually wild. This was more like thought-provoking weekend because does a 2 seed actually need to be playing a 7 seed? That was the thought that was provoked in my head, and I think the answer is no. First game of the weekend, we had Bengals versus Raiders, and this was actually like one of the best games of the weekend, probably the best game of the weekend. It set the bar really, really high. Joe Burr was like, I'm definitely P. He was like, oh, I'm not Joey B anymore. I'm Joey P. Joey P. Bengals got their first playoff win in my lifetime, so good for them. Unfortunately, the Raiders lost, but you know what? This awesome picture came out of Mustache writing handwritten letters to all the players on the Raiders in his hotel room in Cincy, just thanking them for their effort this season. Very, very wholesome stuff. Bills versus Patriots. Well, it was actually just the Bills because the Patriots didn't show up. Josh Allen had more touchdown passes than incompletions. It was very clear that the Bills just wanted to embarrass the Patriots as much as possible in this game, and yeah, they absolutely did that. So the Patriots are going home, but Tom Brady is still in the playoffs. He kind of did what the Bills did to the Patriots to the Eagles. I say kind of because the Eagles did kind of lose this game at times by themselves. They said, oh, look, the Bucs defense, the best part of the Bucs defense is their run defense. Let's just run the ball at them a million times and eventually it will work, right? No, it actually never worked. And oof, that Jalen Reagor fumbled punt or muffed punt, that was very, very painful to watch. It seemed like anytime the Eagles had momentum, they actually just gave the ball right back to the Bucs with a turnover. 49ers Cowboys, this game was fake. It was just absolutely fake. It looked like the 49ers won this game twice, right? But then the ball was marked in the wrong spot and it was 4th down. And then when they did convert on 4th down, there was actually a false start, so they had to punt the ball away. But the big play was when Dallas decided to run a QB draw up the middle of the field with 16 seconds left in the game and no timeouts, which is obviously really risky. So then they didn't get the spike off in time to stop the clock, and that was the game. The game just ended on that play. Some people are blaming this loss on the referee because he ran into Dak Prescott trying to set the ball because the ref has to touch the ball before every play, and the Cowboys did not give the ref the ball. People are acting like the ref should have been down there already. Like, the ref does not have 4.3 speed. If the ref had 4.3 speed, he would be wearing the wrong uniform. If he has 4.3 speed, he should be lining up as a wide receiver. So after that clock hit 0, the ref just ran directly off the field, and I don't blame them because Cowboys fans were throwing trash on the field. At first, people thought they were throwing trash at the players, but then people are saying, oh no, they're actually just throwing trash at the referees. Like, no, that's not okay. You shouldn't be throwing trash at any human being on a football field or anywhere in life. Don't throw trash on a field with people on it. How about you just don't do that? Chiefs, Steelers, Big Ben did not look happy at his retirement party. I only found 2 things interesting in this game: Tyreek Hill's celebrations and Andy Reid's mustache. So let's start with Tyreek Hill's touchdown celebration. So for his first touchdown that actually got called back, didn't end up being a touchdown, he whipped out the full Suni Lee, Simone Biles floor routine, gymnastic, Olympics with the flips and stuff. Then the touchdown got called back and they were at like the half-yard line, and the Chiefs were like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Tyreek just did this outstanding athletic celebration. How are we gonna top that? They're like, oh my God, we need to do something just as athletic. Let's do a thick 6. That's right, they said, let's make a thick 6, and that's what they did. They threw a touchdown pass to the O-lineman, and it was just as athletic, if not more athletic, than Tyreek's touchdown celebration. I actually think it was more athletic than Tyreek's flipping. Okay, also, I need to talk about Andy Reid's mustache because I just noticed how amazing this thing is last night, because this is not some mustache that's just like flat on his face. Like, this is a 3-dimensional stash. Like, this thing probably requires a lot of care and a lot of maintenance. So like, shout out to Andy Reid for like doing a really good job with his mustache. It's literally 3-dimensional off his face. Like, this is a thick stash. Like, that is one thick stash. Bart said I should Photoshop Andy Reid's mustache on my face. So boom, here it is. Obviously, I don't pull it off as well as Andy Reid, but if the Chiefs keep winning, I will keep making the mustache bigger and bigger every week. David also made a great point in the chat last night. He said Andy Reid has more hair on his lip than Mike Glennon has on his whole head. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is actually true. That is the most fun fact of the year thus far. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you smash the like button if you like this video. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here, and that is it. Peace.